Little me.
Hey guys, I'm your host Angel,
Hey guys, I'm your host Paige.
and this is the Dear Little Me podcast.
So we have a really exciting episode. I think we say that every week, but every week's been exciting lately because we've been getting a lot of new Demi content. Where should we start, Angel? Where do we start?
I think we should start with Demi completely changing their sound. They posted a photo saying "R.I.P. to my pop music." I think that the long-awaited Rockavato is coming upon us, and I'm very excited for it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am. We were talking about it last episode. I don't know if you guys watched that episode. You definitely should if you haven't yet. But we were talking about how we think that Rock Vado is making a comeback. It kind of seemed like it was. I mean, it's kind of no brainer with the way that Demi's style is now. But I wasn't expecting that, like, the rest in peace to my pop music. That was really cool to see. I don't know. I've seen mixed opinions about it because I've seen people say that they're not looking forward to it because they've only been a fan or they became a fan when Demi started doing pop music, so that's what they know.
Yeah.
But if you guys are, OG Lovatics, then you've been around since, don't forget, here we go again, like Demi's rock phase. So it's not new to a lot of us, but there are a lot of people who did join the fandom probably around like Tell Me You Love Me era or the Demi era. So I'm interested to see like who stays and who goes and who joins, who's going to be a part of the fandom now.
Yeah, I didn't even think about like people like that are going to be leaving the fandom because they're not going to be liking Demi's new music, which is kind of sad because I'm supporting Demi through it all. Like I have to be honest, I am kind of upset that there's like no more pop music. I hope that like maybe they sprinkle a little bit of pop into their albums, even if it's like mostly rock, just sprinkle a little bit of pop into there
Pop rock.
because yeah, pop rock. um, because I don't know, like I'm a fan of like sorry not sorry like type vibes. I just think like that's like Demi's sound, but I guess like Demi knows who they are best, so it makes sense for them to. It's kind of like it reminds me of like when Taylor Swift transitioned from country to pop. This is like kind of like Demi's like a huge transition from pop to rock. Well, it was like rock to pop, then back to rock. But I know like a lot of like Taylor Swift fans left Taylor after Taylor transitioned from country to pop. So I wonder how it's going to be with Demi.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see the ones we lose and the ones we gain, because I saw a tweet and it was something along the lines of like, I don't want to hear anybody coming, or I don't want to see anybody coming for Demi being like, oh, you're doing rock because that's what so and so is doing, when Demi's done this sound before, and that they're just going back to their roots. And so I was like reading the replies and the quote tweets, and everything was really supportive. They were like, yeah, like, thank God Demi's going back. I've been waiting. I didn't see like one bad tweet or comment. I don't know if it just didn't make it to like that side of Twitter and it just was within the fandom, but it seemed really supportive. And I think a lot of people have been waiting for this because a lot of people's favorite album is like Here We Go Again. That's like a fan favorite. So yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see. But we did get a little snippet of a potential song. We were just talking before, like, this song's probably not going to make it onto the album or something.
Like, could be another reject.
I hope not, because it sounded so good. So if you guys didn't hear the snippet, I don't know. I'm calling it Freak Show. Maybe it's a different title, or like I said, I hope that we actually do get it, because there's so many times where Demi's teased songs and we just never hear it and it just gets trashed, because who knows like when the album's going to be coming out. Someone actually did also say, they DM'd me, I think I answered like a question, I did like an ask box on Lovaticware, and someone was like, why is everyone saying that Demi's coming out with new music, or why does everyone think a new album's right around the corner? Usually like they said something like usually there's like 2 to 3 years in between an album. And I was like, well, it's pretty obvious that new music is coming soon. And Demi also, there was less than a year between Don't Forget and Here We Go Again. So I don't think Demi's doesn't really stick to the rules of being 2 to 3 years in between an album. That seems kind of a lot, especially because Demi's last album was like the forgotten album. So it's just like maybe it just I think we've talked about this too, where we feel like those songs were just the songs that Demi wanted to get out to tell their story. And now it's like this is where Demi is now. And I just can't imagine that we're gonna have to wait 2 years for an album, especially if Demi's teasing music now. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially like with the new collabs and like all that kind of thing. Like I think like it's approaching quicker than we think.
Yeah, I do too. And I feel like I'm getting like fall vibes. Like it's gonna come out in like September. Demi likes to release music in like
Yeah,
July and
yeah,
then albums in September. So that's what I'm thinking. Possibly.
yeah. It's a
Possibly.
good prediction. We might get a single before then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so for sure. July 1st is like the anniversary of how many of three Demi songs? I think Body Say, Cool for the Summer, and Sorry Not Sorry came out July 1st or around
Yeah.
then. Anyway. So maybe we'll get something July 1st. I have no idea. But if you guys haven't heard the snippet, here it is. So so I want to talk about this song a little bit. What do you think about it?
I think okay. So I didn't really like it when I first.
You didn't?
What? No, I didn't.
To be honest, let your feelings out.
I didn't really like it when I first heard it, only because so it's more rock Vado, obviously, but I didn't become a fan of Demi until I guess you would call it Soul Vado was on Broken Era. Um, so I didn't become a fan of Demi. I wasn't a fan of Demi during their rock era. So like hearing their rock music, like it just doesn't resonate with me as much as like their pop and soul music does. So I didn't like it at first, but as I kept replaying and replaying it, it kind of reminded me of Breakdown.
Yeah, I can kind of, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I've grown to love Breakdown so much. So that's what it grew on me.
I loved it. So the first time I heard it, and I'm not just saying that because I'm obviously a fan of Demi, but I really liked it. And the lyrics, oh my God, it got me when it's like godly, like heaven sent. I just was like, oh my God. And then the fact that it's about, I feel like Demi's just like taking back their narrative of their story. And just because so many people have made Demi out to be some type of freak and like because they're into aliens and everything. I've seen people being like, Demi's pissing me off because they're saying like, don't call aliens aliens or whatever it is. And it was just like, it just the fact that Demi's like taking a whack at like, I don't know. It's almost like Sorry Not Sorry in a rock form.
Yeah, yeah, I agree completely.
So I think it's really interesting to hear Demi sing those songs again, like that type of style, because the ending reminded me. I can't pinpoint exactly like what song, but the last note that Demi shared on that snippet, it reminded me of one of Demi's old songs, like really old songs. It sounded like how Demi used to sing. So I don't know. I'm really excited. I hope we hear the whole thing. Demi, please don't get rid of the song because I know you're probably like writing so many songs and maybe this one won't make the cut, but please, like it's so good. I can't wait.
It's like kind of cool how like Demi's returning to their roots, like you said before. Like I think that like everyone like needs to hold their inner child to a certain like point, and I think that Demi's really like cradling their inner child right now, and that's why they're going back to their rock era because maybe like with the healing that they were trying to do with their inner child. Remember like a
Yeah.
few months ago or whatever. I think that that's part of it, that they're like bringing that era back in order to like reconnect with their old self and their inner child.
That's a really, really, really great point. Like every time I say that's a really great point, makes me think of TikTok. That's a really great point. No, but seriously, like that, I didn't even think of that. That would make a lot of sense. But I'm just happy to hear Demi doing something different because I don't know, Demi really just has been open about how it just didn't seem like the music they were putting out before they weren't really proud of. So I hope that this is what they wanted. I'm sure this is what they want to do. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get any more snippets. That would be cool.
Yeah, like
I mean,
maybe like can we do like a 30-day challenge, like a snippet a day?
I know, right? Can we do like, can you do the snippet boxes? Remember the confident
Yeah.
boxes where they, yeah, they hid like them around the country and we all had to find them. Um, but moving on from that, so I know we have new music to look forward to. Also, wait, before we move on, it has to be coming soon. Why would Demi really be teasing it? Maybe they're just really proud of it. I don't know.
I mean, Demi teased what song was it? there's
So
there's
many songs we've never even heard
there's so many
too.
songs. But Demi posted a caption of a song like a year before it came out.
Oh, from uh Melon Cake. It was like dear,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
dear little me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah. What song? It's not her brand or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows? I don't know. I really just want new music. I mean, we have February 4th to look forward to, guys. Don't forget, Fuck It, I Miss You is coming out. Make sure you buy it, stream it. We'll be reacting to it. Just a reminder, we'll be doing a reaction video to it. But side note, not really important, but thought we would throw it in here for you guys in case you were wondering. Demi unfollowed a few people again on Instagram, and one of them was Wilmer.
Yeah, I think that
About
Demi,
time.
yeah, I was about to say about time because I feel like Demi was holding on, grasping on to like the little sliver of hope that that relationship gave them for a little too long that it got to like an unhealthy like obsession point. So I think that it's good that they finally decided to like let him go.
Yeah, I feel like that was just, it needed to be done because I don't know if anybody is listening and they follow an ex, it's, I just can't imagine like the temptation of just checking on them. That's got to be pretty strong, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time where I was following my ex for a while, but then they unfollowed me. I was like, thank God that they did it because I don't think I ever would have like gotten the courage to just. It's hard to let people go, but
Yeah.
I think that shows a lot of strength on Demi's
Especially
end.
people that were in your life for so long. Like Demi has known Wilmer since they were what, like 18,
17.
17? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm proud of them for that. I think if you guys are listening and you're still following your ex, maybe do what Demi did. Hit that unfollow
Take this as
button.
a sign to unfollow them.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Demi's Super Bowl tweet that made it on a billboard?
Yeah, so Demi, if you guys remember Demi tweeting, like, I'll be singing the national anthem on the Super Bowl one day, that made it on a billboard with a picture of Demi singing at the Super Bowl. I think that was pretty cool. Pretty good moment. Yep, Paige is showing a picture
But
for those
I
that are
saw
listening.
before Demi had posted it on their story, I saw somebody had posted it and I thought it was like an edit. Like I thought somebody just took like that, just put on like a billboard. But then Demi posted, I was like, oh, it's real. That's really cute. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I think it's, like, imagine driving by and seeing that. I don't know. It's like basically like manifestation. Just like it's just like such a
it
great
is.
example.
Yes. And Demi
Yeah.
talks about how like they strongly believe in like manifesting stuff. That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. So guys, start tweeting your wishes because you never know. One day it could come true and you could be on a billboard.
I'm like, I just want to say also, I'm like so incredibly proud of Demi, like for how far they've come. Like, imagine like little fetus Demi tweeting that tweet in 2009, right? It was 2009,
Let me check. Yep.
somewhere
2010.
2010. Like, imagine little fetus Demi tweeting that 2010, and like they never would have thought that they would be singing this national anthem at the Super Bowl, and then like here they are, however many years later. I don't feel like doing the math.
I think it was like, what was it, in 2020, so 10 years.
10 years later,
Mm-hmm.
singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. Like that's just
I know. I'm like looking at this and I could like tear up. I don't know, because it's just so cute. Because can you imagine like little Demi, yeah, just tweeting, one day I'm gonna sing the national anthem at a Super Bowl. One day, dot dot dot. And
and it's
then
just like a little like innocent wish, and then it happens.
I know. And that really is such an accomplishment. Like I forget that happened sometimes. Like but that really is a huge deal.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool one day to see Demi like be the main performer at the Super Bowl halftime. I don't know if that would ever happen, but maybe with Demi's new rock phase will
And
like
people were comparing Demi's performance at the Super Bowl to Whitney Houston, I think, and that's like a huge deal to be
Demi did
compared to
so
like
good. Whitney Houston's incredible, but Demi did so good. But what was the other one? Okay, so we are going to do something really fun that we've done before, but we're going to make it a thing when there isn't like a full list of Demi topics and news to talk about that week. So we are going to react to unreleased Demi songs, and we'll try to link them down below for you guys if you want. A lot of them are on YouTube, I think, but we'll try to find them for you guys if you are interested in like listening to the ones that we're reacting to. I just wonder why Demi. I wonder if Demi. I'm sure Demi just record songs. Is like, yeah, this is never gonna. I'm never gonna release this just for an outlet, you know. So I've been really loving this song. And we were just talking about how I've listened to it 71 times. It says so. That's kind of crazy. But the song is called Better. Who knows what it's actually would have been called? That's what we're Lovotics have named it. But and let me know if you can hear it, okay? Just give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna start it now.
I hope you know that it's not in your head. I'm not letting go. That I don't regret losing control. It's not your fault, and I hope you know that I'm okay. That I'm doing all right now. And it's okay if you don't wanna talk right now. If you don't stay and you leave me with the lights out, baby, then I hope you know that I'm doing better. You know me better. I'm bad, faking. It's okay that you're so angry, but I promise I'm better. I'm okay, that I'm doing all right now. And it's okay if you don't wanna talk right now. If you don't stay, leave me with the lights out, baby, then I hope you know that I'm doing better. You know me better.
I'm gonna stop it because there's still quite a bit left of the song.
it's
I
kind of
love
repetitive.
it is, but it's so good. I don't know. I feel like out of all the unreleased Demi songs that I have on my iTunes, like this is definitely one of my favorites, and I really wish that other people, like I wish the general public could hear this one. I feel like it could have done really well on the radio too.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I felt like I was like on an island, like with the
like it's so good. Could you hear it well?
Yeah, I could.
So you guys will be doing this more often. A lot of time, like I'll be listening to the song and I'll post like a story, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, what song is this?" And I'm just like, "Oh," like I feel bad because I'm just like, there's probably so many people who are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that they're listening to like unreleased music."
Yeah.
But I don't know. Clearly, Demi's never gonna go back to these songs because recipes to my pop music. So yeah, Better will never be released, but that's okay. At least we have it on our iTunes. But moving right along, we're gonna do our Dear Little Me segment.
We're gonna hop right into it. For this week's Dear Little Me segment, we're gonna be talking about our favorite sound that Demi has done. So Demi's done quite a few, experimented with quite a few different sounds within their music career. So we're just gonna talk about our favorite of you.
Yep, that's right. That's what we're gonna do. So, what is your? Well, you said what your favorite? You like
yeah,
pop.
I like pop, and I also really like Soul Vado, because I enjoy like hearing like their raspy voice and like just the way that they like enunciate like their words. That sounds so weird, but like you know what I'm saying? Like how like it's like so crisp. Like I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, yeah. So Soul Vado is that and Pop Vado are up there for me. And yeah, what about you?
I would say I like rock Vado because I really, really love Demi's first two albums, and I do like pop Vado. I like Demi doing pop just because I think for me that's just my my go-to genre of music anyway. I just kind of listen. I'm boring. I feel like everyone's like, "Oh, what's your favorite artist besides Demi?" I'm like, I don't really listen. Like, I just listen to what's on the radio. Like, I
Yeah.
have like my songs, like throwback songs. Like, growing up, I always listened to like Good Charlotte. My sister introduced me to a bunch of like all those types of bands, Paramore, The Cab, all that stuff. So like that's just kind of like what I grew up listening to. So, but I think pop is one of my favorites. But I'm like really excited for the rock stuff. I'm excited just for something different. Although, do you feel like Demi's Dancing with the Devil, the Art of Starting Over, I feel like that was such a different sound for Demi. It almost, to me, almost didn't even feel like it was Demi. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying for sure. It was a whole different genre within itself. Like
Yeah.
it was like a little bit of everything mixed in like one melting pot.
Yeah, for sure. Because we were used to pop Votto, but now that we're gonna be getting rock, it's not like it's like we kind of know what to expect. I think it's gonna be more mature sound. Obviously, because Demi's not 16 anymore, but I think we have an idea of like what it's gonna sound like. But this previous album, it was very different for me.
I think a lot of people are mourning Pop Votto also because Demi was pop for 3/4 of their career. Like they had like the 2 first albums were rock, but then the rest of the albums were all pop. Like we haven't had anything other than pop since 2000, whenever Here We Go Again came out. So I think everyone's just like so used to Demi being like a pop person that like now that they're switching their sound back to rock, it's like, whoa, what do we do now?
It's so interesting to think back on Demi's old music and the fact that they were on Disney Channel making that music. It's so crazy because back then I feel like a lot of people were so much more judgmental of like Disney or just like child stars and what they were doing back then. I feel like nowadays, like if you were like if Demi was to swear when they were on Disney Channel, it would be like, oh my God, Demi swore, like, but nowadays, like if you're 18 years old and you say fuck, it's not like a bad thing, like Olivia, like, so I feel like times have really changed. So, but it's so interesting that Demi did that sound while on Disney Channel, because normally a lot of people that come from Disney Channel are doing like the pop thing. So it was really cool that Demi had, and I think that's why a lot of people liked Demi so much back then too, because it was not your typical.
It was different.
Yeah, your typical like Disney pop star. It was like pop rock, and it was different. I liked it, so I'm excited to go back.
Yeah.
Highs and lows.
So moving right along. My low for this week is that my car had to get towed because my battery died. I went to go to work yesterday and turned my car on, and it made this weird like clicky noise, and I was
I did that the other like a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like scared. I was scared of shit, and so I called my mom, and I was like, what does this mean?" She was like, "Your battery's probably dead." So I had to get my car towed, and I had to like not go to work today, because my car is obviously was at the tow place getting repaired. So that's my low. And then my high is that I played this game called Let's Get Deep with my roommate today. And it's like basically this like card game where you like ask a bunch of questions and they get like deeper and more personal as you like go along. And it's just really fun to like bond.
Oh, that's cute.
Right?
Yeah, I could totally relate to you on the car thing. Yeah, we have the same car, so that I know exactly what that happened.
You have the same one?
What?
You have the same cards?
Oh no, same car.
Oh. Like, oh, you have the same cards?
Cards and car. No, I've never played that game. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, you should get it for you and Josh. It's meant for couples. So like it's
definitely. What's it called again?
It's called Let's Get Deep.
Oh, I would love that. We should do that when you come.
Yes, for sure.
That would be really fun. Maybe we could, I don't know if it's too deep to do on a podcast episode, but maybe we could somehow relate it to Demi in some way.
Oh my God, yes.
I don't know. I've never played, so I'm not sure what to expect. But so my low has been we were just discussing this, trying to sleep train Ren a little bit better. She's very dependent. Ren's my daughter, if you guys are first time listeners, very dependent on us to rock her to sleep. So that's been it's been hard. We had to postpone the podcast a day because last night was really rough. But I feel like maybe one of these weeks I'll be like, yeah, a high was that Ren was able to go to bed on her own. But yeah, I feel like as first time parents, it's been really like, we've learned so much. So looking back on how we did things, like there was so much I would change from her being so small. Like we just did so many things different. Like I've learned a lot, and I'm ready for the next kid. I'm prepared. But my high is that tomorrow I'm going to be bringing some stuff to a small business, and they're going to be doing some things for me for like Lovatic wear. So a lot of exciting things are happening. I have to show you some stuff afterwards if you want to see some new designs that I also created. Yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to with Lovatic wear if you guys follow. I feel like a lot of you guys know me from Lovatic wear, so I think majority of you know. But yeah, so that's my high and low for the week. Boring, like always. Not that good.
It's not boring. That was fun. I love the little sneak peek that you just teaser.
Yeah, it's coming. So look forward to it, guys.
Well, all right, guys, that was it for this week's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for tuning in for your weekly dose of Demi.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry that it took so long, but baby, you're free.